Hello, my lovelies. Elsie here to do your sneak peek for this week. How are you? Thank you so much for clicking here. I appreciate you so much for the ways you love me on this channel. Thank you for being in the comments and your thumbs up. It's all helping this place grow. Thank you so much for putting your kind-hearted energy into this group. I am really grateful for all of you. All right, so if you've clicked here and it's the first time, please know that this is a reading that I do every week, Monday or Tuesday. I will read through all of the zodiac signs. I will spend a few minutes on each. This is your sneak peek for this current week. Anytime I do readings that are for the individual signs by themselves, it's always for the week ahead. So thank you so much for clicking here and wanting to view this. So if you're brand new, welcome. I hope you'll be in the comments. We like to be there. And please remember, there is a sale on right now for private readings. If you're interested in doing that, there is a sale 10% off until the end of the month, so October 31st at midnight. And if you are interested in getting in on a sale, please look in the description, look for the flowers, look for the link and the code. You'll need all of those to book me over at Wizio. All right. I think that's all I got to tell you. Okay, lady with the cards, why don't you just throw some cards? Stop talking. Well, that's why I mark it all in chapters for you. So that's what I am going to do. I'm going to mark everything in the chapters down below so you can just scroll this video to find out what you need. But I'm just going to ask you, please, please, please stop watching tarot for just your sun sign. You have not a hot clue what's going on if you're only watching tarot for your personality. You should be coming here armed with an absolute minimum of sun, moon, and rising, and natal charts are free everywhere. You don't need to be an astrologer to be able to read, to know what your sun, moon, and rising is. All right, let's figure it out here. We're going to start with Aries. We'll go to Pisces. Aries, this is for you. Thank you for leading us in, my friend. Here we go for the sneak peek for this week for Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What is coming up this week for the Aries Collective, please? The Aries Collective. Got the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is in the reverse. We've got the Judgment card. You know what? I feel as though you're not feeling as brave as usual. I also want to say the Judgment card is here. So it feels like this week, Aries, is a week that you're going to make a really big decision. But I think that you've been holding back on making this decision. You haven't been taking action. I also feel like you don't feel like you're ready to make this decision. That's what it feels like for me. Yeah, you don't feel like you're ready. Your confidence isn't where it usually is or should be, or maybe where it usually is. Maybe as it pertains to taking action on something here, you don't really have the confidence that it will work out in your favor. I'm going to say with the Chariot here, it does indicate victory, but it also indicates that you need to get on it. It's quick moving energy here. Judgment card is Virgo and Pisces for me. The Chariot card is Cancer. We've got the Queen of Wands here in reverse, who is Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo in a general reading. So the Queen of Wands is not really getting up to go and get what they want. It's like when the Queen of Wands for me is in the reverse, she's settling. She's not really following her passions. I say she because it's called a queen, but we're not reading body parts here, right? We're reading energies. So the energy of the Queen of Wands in the reverse is someone who's not motivated really to get up and do it, or someone who's holding back, someone who doesn't have the confidence to do it. We have the Knight of Wands. So suffering and confidence, it feels as though you're in a place right now of arguing with the self. We've got the Hanged energy here, the Hanged one, and we've got the Chariot. So it feels to me like you're ready to make a sacrifice, or that you could be in stagnant energy because you're still in a position of trying to look things over. I want to say that the reason that you haven't made this judgment yet, or the reason that you haven't made this big decision, or maybe it is a decision to go back around and have a second chance with someone, for some of you, not for all of you, because I do see this as you making a big judgment here, a judgment to move forward with passion, move forward impulsively. And I feel like the Hanged One energy, the Hanged Man energy here is telling me that you're either ready to make a sacrifice or you're trying to see it from someone else's point of view. The Knight of Wands in the upright with the Queen of Wands in the reverse. The Knight of Wands in the upright is impulsive, doesn't give much stability. Maybe that's it. Maybe you don't feel like this situation will offer you much stability. And I feel, though, that when you do make a decision, and I think you will, I think you are going to move forward and contact somebody or talk to them this week, I feel like it's going to be impulsive. I don't think it's going to be planned. I think that you're going to be like, oh, I just got to get this thing off my plate. I got to face it finally. The Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups. You're trying to see it from someone else's point of view. The Knight of Cups. Does this person have any romantic energy for me? You might even be willing to sacrifice a relationship to move forward after you make this big decision. That could be the big decision that you're making here. We have the Four of Pentacles. So you're keeping it to yourself. But what I want to say is that you're holding on to some idea of romance, like of wild, abandoned romance. But I want to say that also it feels like an argument with self. Because look, we have some opposing energies. We have the Chariot, who's quick and fast and moving forward to the victory, right? Cancer energy. Then we have Piscean energy here. Your gut is saying, wait, look at the situation, try and figure it out. You're not taking any action right here on this big decision. It'll be impulsively, and it'll be based in emotion, I feel. It'll be at a moment of passion or emotion that you will decide to reach out to someone here. And I think for a long while, maybe even 4 years, Pentacles are years for me, that you've been holding back. You're in the stagnant energy. It feels like your gut has been telling you to go for a long time, but you've been shut down or closed off. You haven't done that. Are you going to go? You are right now in the midst of making this decision. So this is not the week that you will go, but this is rather the week that you will make this decision. You've been blocked, and you're trying to find whatever information you need. You're trying to find within your gut. I don't think you're asking anybody. I feel like with the Hanged Man in the upright, it tells me that you're within the self, looking at the situation from any other point of view, and still you haven't come to a decision about love. All right, makes sense. And the Ace of Wands. So there is attraction here. You really do want to go down this path of passion. And I feel like you are not taking action, but because it's such a daunting task. This is a decision that will change your life when the Judgment shows up here. It's a decision that will change everything. What is it? We've got the Eight of Wands in the reverse. Again, so you are, things have slowed to a crawl, not making any quick moves here. Also, communication could be null with this person, not at all. You're going back to the crossroads because you need to drop some burdens. So the Eight of Wands being in the reverse tells me it's been silent. And I feel like the Two of Wands is where you go in order to drop all of it. I feel like you're making a decision here. And it's a decision, again, Knight of Wands, that you will make passionately on a moment's notice or impulsively, but you've been thinking about it for a very long time. We've got the Six of Swords. It's time to move on. Move on from what, please? Move on from the Nine of Swords, from these sleepless nights, because I know that you're my soulmate. So there it is. So it feels like you're not making a decision in love right now, but you really are very attracted to someone. And this Ace of Wands is enticing you to go forward and make a decision. But you're arguing with yourself this week still. So I think this is the week that you're trying to get through this Two of Swords, which is blocking myself. I'm blocked. I'm not making a decision. I don't want to see the situation for what it is as it pertains to love and passion and a new beginning. So I think this is the week that you start really thinking about this. I think that you're still here in the Hanged Man energy. By the time we leave this week, you're still thinking about the other person, their part of it. I feel like you're trying to get an understanding within your gut, Piscean energy. You're trying to get an understanding about what you actually want to do here. And you're caught. You're fighting with yourself. The Two of Swords tells me that. The Lovers is here. Could be Gemini. All right. All right, Aries. If that's the way you're going to play it. Still terrorizing yourself. Week to week. You're holding back. You know what? You got nothing on those fixed signs. They're slow to make a decision, but maybe you have fixed sign energy. That could be it. Maybe why you're slow to make a decision. We did see Virgo and Pisces there, but maybe you have some fixed energy, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, or Leo, which is really causing you to hold back and not make a decision, moving slowly. All right. Here we go, Taurus. This is for you, my friends. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Thank you for being here, my bull gang. Thank you for cross-watching if that's what you're doing. Let's look at the sneak peek for this week for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Don't forget the sale that's on. There's a private reading sale. 10% off until the end of the month. Look in the description. Here we go, Taurus. It's coming up this week for you, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Could be an argument. There is, maybe if it's not an argument, it's a discussion where we don't quite agree. We have the Strength card. And we have the Nine of Wands. So I feel like with the Five of Swords here, the Five of Swords, and this particular depiction is very interesting. It kind of gives me a feeling of, I don't want you, but I don't want anyone else to have you either. You can see that the person's laying on the stump. Looks like there's a guy that's tied to the tree, and this person has got 3 swords. So it's like a win at any cost kind of thing. It might be that kind of conversation or argument that you have with someone. It almost feels like this person in the front here doesn't really want to commit to you, but maybe they've decided to commit to someone else, and it feels like this person is the one that broke your heart. And it feels like, Taurus, that somebody, whenever you finally get into a relationship or find somebody new, this person comes back because they don't want anyone else to have you, but they're not interested in settling down with you. Interesting energy. We've got the Strength card, which is Leo. You need to have courage with this situation this week, Taurus. Because I feel like it almost feels like if you don't agree with them, that they're going to try and make you feel bad or use fear tactics, or like maybe threaten that they're going to leave you, or you'll never see me again. Or it feels like somebody is used to manipulating conversation to get what they want. So be careful of that. We have the Seven of Wands. I think you're standing ground with a Leo. Yeah, it feels like the Five of Swords is just that. It's like we can't agree. We can't agree on anything here. And I'm standing my ground. I'm not moving. So it might be you or the Leo that's not moving. The only thing to do here is to end the situation. I think that this week there is somebody that may reach out to you. For some of you, they may reach out to you, and I think that you realize that nothing's changed. You realize this person's still the wounded warrior, has not taken care of their trauma from the past. This person is somebody who's kind of holding back or hiding behind the fear wall. I think that you want this person to drop their burdens and end that. But honestly, I feel as though it's all caught up in words. The Five of Swords is an indication that we're we can't come to a consensus of what we want to do. I don't agree with you. It's like fundamental differences. Really big gaping holes in our connection here. We've got the High Priestess. So I want to say, Taurus, that you are probably the one that knows in your gut that this person is on their way back. They could be a Leo. They don't have to be. I want you to have some courage and hold your ground. I want to tell you that this person hasn't changed. They haven't changed anything since you've talked to them last, unfortunately. I do feel like there is the opportunity for this situation to transform. But barring that, it just must end. Whatever shenanigans have been going on previous to this have to end. This person has to be honest with you. This person is holding the 3 swords. If this is the person who I'm talking about, this person is someone who doesn't really have a whole lot of regret for standing their own ground in terms of the things that they say. It's like they have a certain way about them, and you shouldn't expect them to have to grow or change. That can be a trouble in itself, because if you get into a relationship with that kind of energy and you're the one who's all about growth and change, that person you're going to leave in the dust pretty quick, and there you go. You've just gotten yourself into another karmic relationship. All right, so we have the High Priestess here, who is Piscean. We have Death card, who's Scorpio, and then we have Leo. Tell me what's coming to an end, please, for Taurus. Is this the end? I feel like it's a transformation, actually. I don't feel like it's an ending. I feel as though, with the Page of Cups and the Page of Pentacles here, that it feels like, you could be dealing with someone who has a couple of children, possibly 2 girls. Yeah, these are both, they look like women. Excuse me. This person could have children. But barring that, I think that with the Death card present here, it feels as though this wounded warrior is going to surprise you. This person is going to pop up in your DMs, or maybe if they're close enough, they may even come and knock on your door if you've blocked them, to try and get them out of your life. They want to begin again. They want to try something again with you. They want to ask you out. Can you meet me for coffee? Can you come to my place? Can I come to your place? It feels like somebody is going to surprise you with an invitation of some kind. What's this invitation coming to Taurus this week, please? Y'all, are you getting tired of hearing about the invitation? I don't know. It's always exciting for me when I see it in your reading. Yeah. And I want to say that this person who surprises you is someone who's never shown you their feelings on the surface. Scorpio energy is just that, very stoic on the surface, very deep, very complicated and deep and beautiful underneath, but complicated nonetheless. And I say that in the most beautiful way, by the way. I feel complex is maybe another word for it, but I feel as though this person has never shown you their feelings before. I think that they're going to pop up on you for some of you. They might come to your door, I'm just saying, but I feel like this person is going to show you their affection. Not love, but affection. It's like if they haven't shown you on the surface before that they have feelings for you, they are going to show you now. Tell me about the High Priestess. What does Taurus already know? That this person's been watching you. Page of Swords. You already know this about this person. That this person could be a Taurus or a Virgo or a Capricorn, because we're in a general reading. Or if this person is not an earth sign, they're someone who's really good with money. They could be an actuary or work in a bank or work in the financial sector. This is a person who knows money, who will give stability, who is the breadwinner, likes to be the breadwinner, or the person who supplies everybody with things. That's their love language, buying things. I feel like this person has been watching you. And they want a new beginning. Look, for those of you who don't want to hear it, I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Here we go. We got the Queen of Wands. We could be dealing with somebody who is a fire sign. Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. We've got Virgo and Pisces energy here. So it looks like the person that's been watching you, whether or not they are an earth sign, this person is someone who will give you stability, someone who wants to support you, someone who is financially stable, someone who's not making crazy decisions with money or immature decisions with money, because the King of Pentacles is the most mature of all of the kings, making really good decisions. This person, somebody here wants to new start here. They want to come back around. There is a decision that needs to be made here. And I think that this card just showed up here for Aries in the read I just did just now. I've got the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. Somebody's got to make a choice. I feel like your person is trying to make a choice between 2 people, and they're very, very different. One is very sexy and smoldery and desirable and desired and very good looking. And the Queen of Pentacles is also beautiful, but also the twinned energy of the King of Pentacles, and is very much like the King in that this person is also responsible and solid and dependable and honest. And this person is also someone who's very charitable. So I think that somebody here has to make a choice between you and someone else this week. I feel like you're going to get the message this week. or get some energy around it. Maybe a friend says to you, hey, do you remember so-and-so? They broke up. Or do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like you hear something spectacular about your person that makes a difference about how you see and feel them. All right, here we go, Gemini. This is you. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Gemini, how are ya? Thank you so much for clicking here. And if you're cross-watching, thank you. Don't forget, there is a sale, October 31st. Look in the description. Private reading sale, 10% off till the end of the month. Let's go, Gemini. What's going on with you here? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Please tell me about Gemini. What's coming up this week for Gemini, please? Sneak peek for this week for Gemini. The Nine of Pentacles. Why is that? The High Priestess. And the King of Wands. Okay, let's keep reading. High Priestess is Piscean energy. The King of Wands is Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Got the Magician, who is Aries, Chariot. There's lots of changes coming up here, Gemini. Lots of changes. Got 3 of the 5 cards are major arcana, which means that the universe is taking you on some sort of detour. That's what it feels like. We have the Queen of Cups in the distance, right? Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. I want to say that you have been manifesting something, and that thing is about to come to fruition because, my friend, whatever you want also wants you. The Chariot energy here, which is Cancer. And it feels like you want to speak with someone. Yeah, it feels like there is the Ace of Swords is here, indicating that you need some truth and clarity on something. Possibly you want to talk to someone about a contract if it's business related. For some of you, you might buy a car. You might talk about purchasing a car because the Chariot's here with the Ace of Swords. And if that's you, if you're the one that's wondering whether you should buy the car or not, I'm going to say the Eight of Pentacles tells me to go slow, go over the details, make sure everything's in place the way you want it, right? The Eight of Pentacles is Virgo. It's about going over all the details and being very specific and highly critical about what you're looking at, right? To be sure that you're being honest with yourself and then speak. Speak clearly, concisely, and make sure that you have all of the information in the contract before you go forward. You might even want to take a second set of eyes with you. For others of you, I think the High Priestess here is telling you that your manifestation is coming, and I think that you're really confident about that. I'm going to say that I think that you're really confident that the Page of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles is here, and the Nine of Pentacles is about being confident and knowing what you want and knowing that you have your pentacle world taken care of. You're just waiting for one other person to bring another pentacle to see, it's like that's the last piece of the puzzle for you. It feels like everything else is going really well in your world. And so the Magician here tells me that if you've been manifesting conversation with somebody or opening a new day of conversation, it doesn't just feel like conversation. It feels like I was looking at sorry, got to get out of the channel talk. Hang on. Okay, I just saw like a cartoon character and the head sort of flipped open and then things started pouring out like words and pictures and people and family. So it feels like you want to empty out on this person. It feels like you got something to say, like you really have something that you need clarity on and you have something to say. I want to say also the Eight of Pentacles being here, go slow. Go slow. And yes, it is time for harvest. It is time for this conversation to happen. I feel like you will be victorious. I also feel like this is someone that you're really very attracted to, physically attracted to. They're very physically attractive. And I think that also this person that you want to speak to, I think that they are probably the Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. Could be Pisces as well, Cancer. But I feel that's the person you're moving toward. And I feel as though this is someone that you've never really told about your feelings. I think you have feelings for them. And I think you need to balance things. And that's why you're moving forward here. You might be moving forward to the Queen of Cups, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Doesn't have to be, of course, but the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Moons. Moons are cups in this deck. The Queen of The Queen of Cups is the one who's very loving and kind and healing, right? The motherly kind of energy, whether they're feminine or masculine, the mothering energy, the one who's taking care of people. And yeah, so I feel like that's might be somebody that you're talking to in the future. And I think you're doing it because you've just not been able to sleep. I feel like this is something that you want to talk about. You might be headed to the Empress. Yeah. So I feel like we've got the King of Wands here, but I feel like it's, is it the King? Yeah, I feel as though, fire energy for me being masculine energy, that totally makes sense. Like we all have masculine and feminine energy, and we just saw the Queen of Cups. So we got masculine, feminine energy. This card is about balance. It's about balancing those energies and having victory in that. It's also about quick moving energy. So I feel like you want to do this soon. It feels like this is a decision that you will make this week. 4 of Wands, 3 of Wands, and the 8 of Cups. So I think that your biggest block right now, I feel, is probably the 8 of Cups. The 8 of Moons is here. Because I think that you think that this person is going to be detached, that they may have found something better. They don't want to settle. Like it's almost like it's you talking yourself out of it. Oh, this person doesn't want to settle with me. They probably have someone better. In fact, they're probably already living with someone or engaged to someone. Or I feel like the 3 of Wands is saying that the ships that are coming that you think is the 8 of Cups. You think that there's no point in doing this. You think it's a futile effort, but you're going to give it a shot anyway, because I feel if nothing else with the Chariot energy, you're very brave. And same with the King of Wands here. I feel like you're ready to take inspired action here. There we go. It's the Tower. It's upheaval and change. It's you making the decision or having the realization that you have to try. Because it's all the cups. Yeah, and you know it. So whatever it is, if it's a job or a car or a person or relationship, take it as it resonates. But I feel like you're going to go for it. Just because you know that it's going to make you the happiest that you've been in a very long time, maybe for a very long time to come. And I think it's a realization that no matter what the answer is, when you go forward to the job or get the car or talk to the person, I feel like the realization or the breakthrough is that you couldn't go the rest of your life doing the woulda, coulda, shoulda. Yeah, you want to know. Would it have worked out? King of Pentacles is here. And the Devil. And the Devil, we have doubt. It's like this whole situation makes you doubt your stability, doubt who you are. You are the King of Pentacles. You're doing great in your life. You're stable. You're awesome. It feels like this. It almost feels like the sun has come out and you're being really highly critical about yourself. And I think it's because of the Devil energy. I think that you're seeing all the things that can go wrong. You're thinking that this is probably the wrong idea. The Fool in the reverse. You don't want to be played a fool. You don't want to get hurt. This is an interesting card. Because it's like this is the educated leap, right? You can see what's coming at you. And this is the uneducated leap. I don't even know what I'm getting myself into. But what I do know is this person is my soulmate. 6 of Cups. So, and I haven't told them. 7 of Swords. Been hiding it in the Moon energy. And it's time to take action with the Page of Pentacles. So I feel like somebody wants victory. I think it's you. I think you are going to reach out and connect with someone this week. And if you aren't, you're really freaking close. Very, very close to doing that. All right, Cancer, this is you. This is for you, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. If you're cross-watching a Cancer, thank you. Don't forget about the private read sale that's going on. Please look in the description. You'll see the code for 10% off until the end of the month, midnight on the 31st. Here we go. Let's talk about you, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is your sneak peek for this week, Cancer. Thank you for your views on my last Cancer video. I appreciate you. All right. We've got the 9 of Wands, Cancer. Why are you behind the fear wall? What's going on here? Still haven't dropped those. Still haven't dropped this nervous feeling. That's what it feels like. A little bit of nerves. Interesting. 2 out of the 3 reads I've done so far. No, 2 out of the 4 reads. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Two of them have had the Page of Cups. It's like it's a week of surprises. That's what it feels like. So we have the Four of Cups. We have the Nine of Wands and the Page of Cups. It feels to me like you're standing still behind these 9 wands here. And what that means is I feel like you're still allowing whatever happened back there to keep you stuck. To keep you stuck here. I feel like you want someone to come to you, that you're looking in the distance and wondering, is that person coming to me, or do they expect for me to show up to them? I feel like you're going to make a decision to show up to them. I mean, this could be either one of you. It's a general read. Take it as it resonates. Flip-flop it if you need to. We have the Four of Cups. So what I want to say that there's been silence here. I think you've dated this person before. I feel like you two have had some fun times together. There's a glass of wine here, but I also feel like somebody offered somebody the Ace of Cups and somebody ignored it. So maybe you didn't text back. You didn't call back when someone showed you or told you they had affection for you. Or love, possibly. There are 2 cups here. Maybe you were already in a relationship, or maybe they were. Take it as it resonates. But it feels like there is a surprise here. We'll take a look at that. A surprise. Also, for some of you, it's like it could be new love. The Page of Cups does indicate that. You might be scared to begin again, to go out there and find new love. We've got the High Priestess here. You're sitting there in the Four of Cups in the High Priestess energy, thinking about it, ruminating on it, being quiet, not saying anything, connecting to the universe, or whatever divination you might use to do that. Maybe you are a card reader, maybe you're a psychic or a medium, or you have that energy, Cancer. You're very psychic, whether you know it or not. Four of Wands. So I'm going to say, yes, the Four of Wands and the Page of Cups tells me either you're popping up on someone or someone's popping up on you, whether that's in messages or at their door. It almost feels like for some of you, you're going to their home. The Four of Wands here. We have the Nine of Wands. Yeah, and it feels like it's a fear thing, but it almost feels like because there's been so much silence, and because this person, maybe they've blocked you, maybe you don't have any way of accessing them. Maybe the only way you have to access them is by going to their home. And of course, you're not going to do that if you're across the world. But I mean, if it's someone who lives in your town or in your city, it's very much likely that either you're popping up on them or someone's coming to see you. All right. Time to heal things here. It's the moment of alchemy. It's the moment where we have to balance our emotions with reality. And I think that's the moment of alchemy. We need to bring our emotions into the reality or the grounded 3D world and make a decision. It's a moment of alchemy. It's like everything is perfect at this time. Not for everything to work out the way you want it, but it is the perfect time for you to approach this person. For whatever reason, the universe thinks it's the perfect time. And I feel like you're the one that has to break the silence, because I feel like you may have been the one who ignored the cup, who ignored this person when they brought you their feelings. Tell me about the Page of Cups, please. Page of Cups is the Six of Cups, the Nine of Cups, and Judgment. It's also the second time Judgment's come up today, just in these readings I'm doing here. I think you want to celebrate with this person that you feel is your soulmate. It's like you can't stop thinking about them. And I think that's why you're going to extremes. Like the Page of Cups to me feels like you have a realization, or it's like new love for you. It's like you realize this person is your soulmate. So maybe you didn't take their offer before because it's like you didn't feel it. You couldn't feel it, but I think you're feeling it now because Temperance is here. It feels like you're more balanced, you're more grounded. It feels like you're more in touch with your feelings. This is Virgo and Pisces energy. It feels like you're going over details of whether this is really worth it or not. Is it really worth it to go forward? Like, I mean, the Nine of Cups is here. And I feel as though you have a good time with this person. I feel like you're connected in the heart space with them. I feel like you have a connection to them that you don't have to anybody else. But the truth is you're the one I feel might be the one that has to reach out. If you do want the second chance, the universe is showing you that there is a way to do that. Listen to your gut. It's the moment of alchemy, and here's judgment. All things are coming together in the major arcana, the major secrets. All the things are coming together, all the pieces that need to come together in order for you to put this puzzle back together here. I feel like everything is present. There we go. We've got the King of Wands and Justice. You will get karmic justice should you decide to take inspired action and move forward on this. I feel like if you want, it ends up in a commitment. For some of you, you could be dealing with the Taurus. You don't need to be, but the Hierophant is the Taurus. I feel like this is the person that you have been very disconnected from, and you've been up in your head about it. I feel as though you're the one who's going to have to break the silence if you want this to go any further than this. And I think you will. I think you want to heal it. I think you want to kind of pick up where you left off. The Four of Wands is here. It's like you had this person and now you don't. Why is that? I don't think you were really willing to work on an emotional connection. This may have been a physical connection. Maybe you weren't willing at the time to work on an emotional connection. I feel you've grown though, because the Eight of Pentacles is here. I feel like you've had time to look over the situation. You've grown. It feels like you are far more practiced with your emotions than you were before. The King of Cups tells me that you're not really good at expressing your emotions on the surface unless you get to know somebody really, really deeply. And I think you're working on that. I think you've been working on being emotionally available. There's two cups here, by the way, right? The Knight of Cups and the King of Cups. Each of one of them holds a cup. So I do believe that there are love feelings here. But I think that you're going to have to be the one to break the silence. For some of you, it could be someone who's coming toward you, but I feel like you're going toward the Empress. I feel it's because you are wanting a new beginning. There's the Ten of Cups. Not only passion, but in love as well, right? Ten of Cups kind of love. All right. Cancer. No, that was Cancer. This is Leo. There we go. Leo, this is for you. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Leo. Sneak peek for this week. Leo. Thank you for clicking here or cross-watching Leo. I appreciate you. If you are interested in a private read, please look in the description. Till the end of the month, there's 10% off. Tell me about Leo in this week, please. A sneak peek for this week for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Things are about to change on the homestead, Leo. That's what it looks like. It feels like things are coming at you and you are unable to process or make the decisions. You're up in your head about whatever is going on in your home right now. It feels like things are about to get better. So I want to say if you've been having a hard time making a decision about moving or buying a house or getting a new home, I feel like you're going to have that decision soon. We have the Wheel of Fortune here. You could have Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius in your chart in the main, like the big three, right? Sun, Moon, and Rising. That's also a card of Leo, by the way. That's all the fixed signs. So it feels like something's about to get quite fortunate from here. I feel like you're going through a lot of changes as it pertains to the way you live, where you live. And it feels like you're holding back it's like you don't really know what to do. I think that you do know what to do, but I think you don't want to do it. It's like you can't make a decision to actually do it. Tell me more, please, about this week for Leo. Yeah, you're going to make the decision, I feel. If it's pertaining to your home and where you're going to live, if you're looking at buying a house or moving places, moving states, provinces, countries, I feel like it's going to work out in your favor because of the Wheel of Fortune. You're in the midst of something here. It's like there's tension. Competition. I'm looking at 5 wands, right? The page has 1 and the 4 wands are here. So it does feel like there is a bit of tension or like feeling like you're in competition. So that would kind of slide right in with those of you who are buying a house or trying to get an apartment. Maybe you're waiting for an answer on that. I want to say that the answer is going to be in your favor because the Wheel of Fortune is here if that's what you're looking for. I feel like these 5 wands have impacted your ability to move on from something. We've got the 5 wands here, right? 5, 6, victory. 6 and 4 is 10. You're dropping burdens. I feel like you've been stuck here at the 8 of Swords trying to make a decision about something. It might be to show your feelings. You could be here because you're feeling exhausted. Exhausted from speaking up. Exhausted from work. Exhausted from, it just feels like exhaustion. It feels like that you're tired of having to do it all by yourself. If we are looking at love, it feels like you are about to reach out to someone. The Page of Wands is here. It is a passionate page. We've got 6 wands here with the 5 and the 1. And I feel like you're looking for victory with someone. There's 6 wands here. The Wheel of Fortune tells me whatever message you send will be well received. I feel the person on the other end is going to receive it. I want to say that in the future here, we do have the Queen of Cups in the reverse. For me, the Queen of Cups is in reverse when she's not necessarily in control of her feelings, when she's feeling depleted because she's overgiving and not taking care of herself, because by herself, without being the Empress, the Queen, the lesson of the Queen is drink from your cup first, because nobody can have any care around you. You can't keep giving without keeping something for yourself. The Queen of Swords is, I feel like you're feeling emotionally depleted. It feels like you want to speak out about something. It might have to do with your work, your Pentacle world, and the 10 of Cups. So it's where you live, the money you make, the job that you're at. I feel like you are going to make a decision to go on this new path here. For some of you, you could be looking into a new job. I feel like the decision to go on this new path is made impulsively. Some of you could just walk out the door and say, you know what, I'm not giving you your 2 notice. Yeah. I'm not giving you your 2 weeks notice. I'm out. I feel like it's an impact on your finances is what I want to say. So you may have to move. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be hard up for money. I don't think so, because the Queen of Pentacles is in the upright. You may have had enough saved that you're like, I'm out. And you have enough that you can go a couple of months without having to worry too much. Okay, let's talk about this message here. We've got the Page of Wands here, and there's a message that's either coming to you or that you're sending. I'm feeling like you're sending the message. The Page of Wands. What is the message? It's something fortunate. It's something that is going to change what? What is it going to change? It's going to change your mind. So I think either you have changed your mind and that's why you're going to make this decision, but you've been here at the two swords for a long time. But look, we have 8 and 2 is 10. The cycle is coming to an end. The cycle of overthinking, not saying anything, being quiet. It was painful when it ended. It feels like you are reaching out to someone else. And it almost feels like you're met with the 2 swords. Someone who doesn't want to see the situation for what it is. We've got the 9 of Swords. So you worry about sending this message and that this person will be closed off to you. I don't think they will be. I think this person is going to receive you. Yeah, is going to receive you well, because the Wheel of Fortune is here and now the Ace of Cups is here. I think you worry about this. You worry that you have this Ace of Cups, or that your feelings have changed, or you've changed your mind. It feels like you've come to a cycle of overthinking, like you've ended the cycle. And because of that, you're being blessed by divine timing and fated changes. And so one of the things that pushes the wheel and gets it to move is you. You're the one who is sending a message. And it's going to break through some sort of a mental block that you've had for a while that's been worrying you or been on your mind constantly, that you've constantly been thinking on it on a loop. I think like it has something to do with the Ace of Cups. What have you been thinking about here? Trying to find the courage to give reciprocity to Taurus, possibly, or trying to find the courage or the strength to ask somebody, are you seeing other people? That's the hardest question to ask, right? Especially if you have commitment in mind, but you could have commitment in mind, and that's maybe you're trying to find the right way to say it. And here I think you do find the right way to say it. Yeah, you decide that you're no longer going to live in this energy of being afraid. And there you go. The death card is here. Something comes to an end, like a transformation happens, and you decide you want to step off the edge because you've been holding on to this connection for a while and you must have justice. I think that you have romantic feelings for someone. Like they seem like long-term potential, but you haven't told them that. Maybe because you've been too busy until you decide to walk out of your job. Till you decide to tell them up theirs. You can't treat me like that. All right. All right. Let's take a look at Virgo. All right. There we go. All right, Virgo, here we go for you, my friends. Happy week to you. And thank you for clicking here, by the way. Thank you for cross-watching for Virgo. Don't forget there is a sale going on. Look in the description, 10% off until October 31st at midnight. Everything you need is there, including a code. All right, here we go. Let's talk about you, Virgo. This is for this week. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Virgo, please. Tell me about Virgo. We have the King of Wands. We have the Three of Wands. Interesting, Virgo. It almost feels like you're going to be working on a new passion, or you might be getting a new job. The ships that are coming in, you've made a decision to go. It's a decision that's going to affect your home life as well, but I want to say in a positive way. It feels like the Eight of Pentacles is giving me either you've been working on yourself and because of that, you're the King of Wands. But it also tells me that you really need to be passionate about the place that you work, like the work that you're doing, the work environment. Somebody might be added to your team. If you're in the work environment, I feel like somebody new is going to pop up in the workplace, Virgo. They're going to be very attractive. I feel like they're going to be very sexy, very desirable. Yeah, it feels like there could be a King of Wands, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, somebody who's fire energy. This person could be someone who is added to your work environment. A new employee that you can't take your eyes off of. And they can't take their eyes off you. But I do think you want different things. That's the thing. The King of Wands does what he wants, right? The King of Wands will make decisions based on self, based on ego. The King of Wands is, of course, he runs the kingdom, right? But is more apt to make decisions that may benefit them and not necessarily the people. And this person is someone who has come from a lot of harsh times or drama or trauma. And I want to say this person's going to flirt with you hard. They are. You're going to be very attracted to them. But you know what? I think that they're in a relationship. I think that they're either already married or committed to someone, but they're bored with it. And so this person's going to probably join your space, your pentacle space. So whether that's work, volunteer, at the grocery store, like you're going to meet somebody in your pentacle world. Whatever it is that you do in the 3D, this person is going to be added to your life. And even though they are already in a long-term relationship, this person is going to flirt with you hard. Yep. Got the King of Swords and the Queen of Cups. Interesting. They're very good with their words. Very good with their words. Someone who's highly intelligent and also emotionally intelligent has all the perfect words. Tell me more about Virgo, please. Tell me about this King of Wands. Who's this King of Wands? I'm telling you, this person's down for... Yeah. doing something outside of their relationship, and they're flirting with you hard. Yeah, there it is. So the thing is this, is I feel like this person's a cheater. It feels like it. They're willing to go outside their long-term relationship because they're very attracted to you. And I think it's an amazing chemistry between the two of you. But be aware the devil is present and the 5 Pentacles. This is a love them and leave them kind of hit it and quit it sort of person. That's who they are. And I think that you know that, or that they are worried now that they're attracted to you, flirting with you, that this is going through other steps. And it feels like a worry of, but I can't really hit it and quit it this time because this person is in my workspace. Yeah, look at that. The Page of Cups, it's new feelings or something new. So this is someone new. I don't care how you meet them, but I think for most of you, it's going to be in Pentacle world. It's going to be at work, or you go to a new job, or it's a volunteer, whatever you do to keep yourself busy that is amongst other people in the Pentacle world. I think that's where you meet this person. This person's not going to tell you that they're married. The 4 of Cups is here. They're really bored in their relationship. They're not going to tell you that they're married. And yeah, they are married for sure. And they're keeping it quiet. They're probably still married because of money, because the finance stuff is good. So we've got Pisces energy, we've got Taurus energy, we've got Capricorn, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. This person, I feel like you're going to have immediate feelings for them. And it's going to be worrisome because I think that they're clear with you up front that they're already in a relationship. They either have a girlfriend or a boyfriend, or they're married. I think if it's not marriage, it's a very serious, committed relationship that they don't talk about. The reason they stay is for the money. Very interesting. All right. See what comes up with that. Tell me what's going on in the comments, y'all. All right, Libra, this is you. Happy birthday, my friends. Happy birthday, Libra. This is for you, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is your sneak peek for this week. If you're interested in a private read, my friend, please look below in the description. Sale for 10% off is on until the end of the month. All right, here we go, Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Please tell me about Libra for this week. Sneak peek for this week. Libra. Thank you for cross-watching. Oh, look at that. Interesting. All right. Ace of Wands is in the reverse, and we've got Justice. Interesting. All right. Gave us just enough. I'm going to say that if you are currently pursuing some sort of a partnership, I want to say please take it slow. The Justice card is here, which indicates that you will have justice here. You will have karmic justice, but remember that's karmic justice, right? So it's either a clearing of the karma, or you're getting justice because of a lot of things that were harsh that you came through. It's like you've gone through a lot of hardship, things that you didn't know how to do, things that cut you, things that weren't necessarily in balance. I feel like life is about to come into balance. So with the Ace of Wands in the reverse and the Empress, if the Empress is you, then I feel like you are very abundant. Taurus and Libra, right? So I feel like you're a great catch. If you're the Empress, I feel like you're a total great catch because I feel like you've worked on yourself a lot. You've worked on yourself so much. And the Empress is, when the Empress is here, so are all the queens. And all the queens are in the upright, which tells me that you're in a time of learning, or you're abundant because of all of the lessons you've learned. And so the Ace of Wands just doesn't work on you. You're not just chasing anything that is shiny. You're not doing that. I also feel like you're not interested in starting a relationship with physical aspects, with physical connection, because the Empress doesn't do that. The Empress knows her worth, and I say her because there's a woman on the card. Please know I'm not reading body parts. We are reading energies, right? Feminine and masculine. I do know a lot of men who are the Empress, so, for instance. So We have, I feel like you are very abundant. You know your worth. You're financially well off by yourself. I feel as though you're holding on to courage and strength and doing it all on your own. But I want to say, I rue the day that the person comes toward you with just passion, because you're like, what? What are you doing? Don't you see my worth? And someone who doesn't see your worth is going to come at you with the Ace of Wands. Someone who's just looking at the outside and feels that they're attracted to the outside, and that's as far as it goes. It goes skin deep. But I feel like you're not down for that. Because you're looking to get justice in some type of a partnership. You actually want to start with a partnership, start slow. I always see the third leg going on the stool. You want it sturdy, be able to hold up against time. I think you're looking for nothing less than a king, but a king who wants to grow from the Ace of Pentacles, like to the Three Pentacles. You're looking for someone who wants to invest, but also someone who's willing to move really slowly and move toward love, like naturally unfolding. Yeah, I'm seeing a lotus flower, right? Naturally unfolding. I feel like you're waiting for the Nine of Cups, and you are not worth any less, and you know that, and I love it. We've got the Strength card here that is Leo. I feel like you're trying to find the courage to hold it all up by yourself until the day in which somebody comes along who wants to offer you investment. Because at the Empress level, you don't just chase anything. You don't just say yes to anything. At the Empress level, you're waiting. And it doesn't matter if you're alone for years. It doesn't matter if you're alone. You're holding out for the thing that you want because you know your worth. And if you're chasing it, and if you're just taking any old thing that comes at you, you're not the Empress. Yeah, because the Empress is balanced. The Empress is grounded, right? She's Taurus and Libra. That's the Empress, right? Yeah. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but Taurus nonetheless. Taurus and Libra. We've got Libra here. And Leo. So I feel like what you're waiting on is the Nine Cups. Yeah, you're waiting on the whole thing. You're waiting on the King of Cups to communicate with you or to come forward, because you're not chasing things anymore. No, that cycle has come to an end. You're not chasing anybody. If they want you, they can come get you. We have the Seven of Cups. Why is that? We have the Four of Swords. You are no longer overly overwhelmed with emotion that somebody didn't pick you. I think you're okay with waiting. I want to say you're waiting for this time of, it's almost like the Four of Swords tells me that you're really not talking to anybody, kind of keeping to yourself, doing your thing, healing yourself, thinking things over. And I feel that the Death card showing up in the reverse tells me it's almost time for the transformation. So I want to say, if you're the person who has decided to wait, and maybe you've been waiting for years, and I don't think it's 20 years, to be honest, it feels like it's 3 or 4. So it feels like you've been single for 3 or 4 years, and it feels like you're waiting. You're having the courage to wait, to go over things slowly. The Death card in the reverse is like holding off transformation or the inevitability of something that is going to end. You may have to end something before you see this other person that's connected to the Three of Pentacles come in for you. Three of Pentacles, Two of Cups, right? Love and foundation. So it feels like you are going to have to end something first. What is it? You're going to have to break the silence, I think. I feel like you're going to have to break the silence and talk to somebody about it's not just reciprocity. It's like you're not really going to fall for just the reciprocity. You want to know who else has their hand out for this person's energy. You're just not going to just stay there anymore. I feel like you're not going to take anybody's word for it, but I think you are willing to have a conversation about it. So I think that you have to end something before you can move forward, or before you can make room to accept this energy that's coming to you. The Hermit's here. You may have to get out of hermit mode first. You may have to go out there and meet somebody and meet people and do things before you're going to bring this hermit energy to an end here. Yeah, that's what it is. It feels like you need to move. You need to move your body, move out from the house, maybe even move houses. I don't know what it is, but you need to do something to shake up the energy because you've been in hermit mode too long. I feel like you're by yourself, thinking about things by yourself for too long. And I want to say that I think that you do know your worth, and I think that you really are waiting, but I feel like the thing that's going to work on the Empress, if you're the Empress, the thing that's going to work on you is stability. Stability, someone who's dependable, someone who says what they do and does what they say when they're there at the right time, anytime that you need them. I feel like you're holding out for that. 4 of Pentacles, you're holding on to that. So, yeah. Oh, look at that. Lovers. Oof, look at that. So I feel like you are going to bump into someone. There's upheaval and change here as it pertains to the Lovers, and I feel like you need to get out. You need to get out of hermit mode. It feels like you need to get back into situations that are happy and joyous, maybe out with friends, maybe out in public, laughing, having drinks, having fun. And I think that whilst that's happening, I feel like you have some sort of a change, a change that's coming up very much. We've got the fire here. We've got the fire here. It might even be a fire sign, right? We do have Leo here, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We've got Virgo, Libra, Taurus. All right. So it feels like in the week, in this week, I feel like if you decide to get out with friends, it feels like you bump into someone, or literally you might bump into someone. Like you might just be coming out of the restroom in a restaurant and boom, around the corner you bump into someone. That's what it feels like. It feels like it's something that is of an upheaval and a change. And it brings in some sort of a choice, lets you see things for what they are and has you make a choice. Are you too busy or are you going to go for it? All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. This is you, Scorpio. How are you, Scorpio? I hope you're well, sweetheart. Thank you so much for clicking here. If you're interested in a private read, don't forget, 10% off until the end of the month. Look in the description. Look for the flowers and the code. All right, here we go. Here's Scorpio. For this week, sneak peek for this week for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Thank you if you're cross-watching Scorpio. Tell me about Scorpio. What's coming up this week, my friend? But the 8 of Wands in the reverse. Scorpio, I think that there has been no communication between you and someone who offered you their feelings. Someone told you how they felt about you. I think that they offered you the cup. I think that you thought about it long and hard. I don't think you ignored it. I think you looked straight at it and eventually decided that that wasn't what you wanted. Or, maybe there was just you weren't ready to settle down. The 3 cups are on the side here. I feel like you already had 3 cups. You already had some offers. And I feel like this is one that you looked at for a very long time. But I don't think you made a decision on it. I don't think you got back to them on it. Maybe it looked to them like you ignored it, but I feel like your eye was on it. I feel like your eye is still on it. I feel like we see you in the future as thinking about this cup again. Yeah. So I feel like the 8 of Wands tells me that things between you and possibly a Sagittarius have ground down to a halt. That things are not moving forward. It feels like there's no communication and maybe it's been silent. Temperance is here, which is Sagittarian energy. It feels like Temperance is here. I think the reason that you've been quiet is because you've been healing. And I think that it's brought you to this place of revisiting. I want to say that you're revisiting this Ace of Cups. You might be in a situation in your life that you are really sort of looking over things and deciding what it is that you want right now. 4 cups. Something, it feels as though you've waited a long time. Could be like 4 months for some of you, that maybe there hasn't been any communication in 4 months. I feel like you're always thinking about trying to get the balance here, though. I feel as though being silent with somebody has left you without balance here. The Two of Pentacles. I think that the reason that you haven't communicated with them is because you've been very busy. You've been really busy holding it all together on your own. It feels like you're in a delicate balance with life. That's what it feels like, that you're trying to heal your finances. You're trying to keep your footing. Two of Wands. You're at a place in your life where you're wondering what to do next. It's like you're trying to make a decision about going with your passions. You're hoping that there is not going to be any sadness in the distance. I think you're feeling strong. I think you're going to make this decision, right? We've got decisions here. I feel like your finances, if that's what you're worried about as you watch this reading, I want to say, Scorpio, your finances are healing. And if you're the person who's working 2 jobs, it feels like you won't have to do that much longer, because the 8 and the 2 is 10, and that's the dropping of burdens. So it feels like if you're the one who's working 2 jobs, barely keeping it together, trying to keep your footing in amongst the storm of this economic climate, I feel like you are about to get a breather. And it's going to help you drop a lot of burdens here. Got the 9 of Cups. So you're about to step into something that really makes you emotionally happy. I want to say that maybe people will be inviting you out. I think that you will hesitate. I'm just sort of looking at this. This is really great. So he's holding up the Ace of Cups. We've got 3 and 3 and 2. So it feels like, and we've got the 5 of Fire up here. So it feels like there is hesitation, or you're in the midst of some sort of, you feel like you're in competition with others to find your happiness or get your happiness. It feels like you go from party to party or celebration to celebration, and you just can't seem to find the 2 cups. I think really ultimately what you want is the Ace of Cups. You're looking for it, right? You're just looking straight at it, in fact. It feels to me, because they're all separated, it feels like you get multiple invitations for places, but it feels like you're going to be very choosy about where you go and which invitations you pick up. I feel like you don't want to be thrown into competition, like maybe friends are trying to fix you up, or you know what I mean? It feels like you don't want that. It feels like there is celebration coming here. Look, the 9 of Cups is with the 2 of Pentacles, which is telling me you're going to be able to quit one of those jobs. If you are, and it's probably not this week, but nonetheless, this is a healing process, and it's starting at the 2 of Pentacles. So you've decided to invest in trying to fix the finances, and I think that's why you've got a couple of Pentacles here. It feels like happiness is on the way. You are going to choose happiness, no matter what it is, no matter if it's this cup or the invitations that are coming. You're going to choose happiness. Tell me about this choice. It's almost like you feel like things are never going to get better. I'm telling you, King of Pentacles is here. It's going to get better. The Wheel of Fortune is here. Things are about to move in a very fortunate way for you. It looks like changes. A lot of changes are going on for you right now. But look, you've gone from the 2 to the 5 of Pentacles. Still feeling in lack a little bit, but making a choice to work a second job, or to try and find a side hustle, or whatever it is. I feel like opportunities are going to be finding you. So hang in there. I think that you're going through a tough spot, but I feel like with the King of Pentacles present, that your finances are about to balance themselves out. Also, the King of Pentacles doesn't have to look for opportunities. The opportunities flow to the King of Pentacles. So I feel like you go from feeling like it's never going to work out to things working out really good. And I think it's in a fairly short amount of time, I'm just going to say. So why did you refuse the cup is what I want to know. And I feel it's caused burdens. You didn't even acknowledge the cup. Like, I feel like you acknowledged it and you're still looking at it and still in your mind, and it's kind of haunting you. But from the other person's point of view, they feel nothinged. They feel like you didn't say anything because you just didn't see their worth. You felt they weren't worth it. Tell me why you stopped talking to this person. Hang on. Card just flew off the desk. We've got the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Because you're tired of being breadcrumbed from all the other relationships, I think. You're tired of putting in and not really getting anything out. And I don't think you should put into a relationship with the purpose of getting something out. But you know what? Reciprocity is really easy in a relationship that works. And if it doesn't work right away, it's probably not going to last. I think that the Ace of Cups that you're looking at here, this person probably gave you reciprocity, but is no longer doing so because of the silence. This person is kind and loving and doting, a motherly type, possibly a mother or father, someone who is used to giving away their energy, used to healing people, caring for people, loving people. And this person is a soulmate. I think it freaked you out. Yeah. Yeah, because the 6 cups and the 4 of cups is 10. It feels like it was all of it. It feels like that offer that the person made was all of it. It was all 10 cups. And it feels like it freaked you out. You decided no. Because this person was a queen. Maybe you were not a king at the time, right? Maybe you were the person who was like, you felt like you weren't enough, that you were constantly in the 2 of Pentacles. It's a little bit of scarcity there. Whether or not this is truly happening, this is the feelings, right? Yeah, you need to speak up, my friend, in order to heal, because I feel like you're stuck. Yeah, so this 8 of Wands is a problem. This no communication with the person who you're staring at the cup. They gave you the cup and you didn't see it. I feel like that Ace of Cups belongs to the Queen. I feel like it's the Queen that offered you all of that stuff, all 10 cups, right? We've got 4 cups underneath, and then we've got the 6. This person is someone you've known for a long time or you have history with, someone who is it's nostalgic love, someone that you've loved over a long period of time. It even could be a past life connection. I feel like you're finally in the Kinged energy. Once all these changes start taking place here, they bring you out of a place of lack and your money grows. And it's not only money, but you get stability and balance and all those things that come along with being the King of Pentacles, being solid. All right, the Sun is here. Look, what's coming up in this week is that things are all going to be clear for you. You're going to be able to make a bunch of decisions that are going to lead to you having some sort of wedge pulled out so things can start to move forward, because the Star is here. And you know that I think that you've just gone through some sort of a tower event, because card number 17 is the Star, but card number 16 is the Tower. So it feels like you're speaking up after some sort of a tower event, and that you need this healing in order to move along, because I feel like you're stuck. I feel like you want to invest in something here. Yeah, the King of Pentacles is looking to grow the abundance by investment. So whether that's money or a person, take that as it resonates, my friends. All right. Where do we go now? Sagittarius, I think, right? Here we go. Hang on a second here. No. Hang on a sec here. You guys can fast forward through this. Okay, Sagittarius. Yeah, there we go. Just got caught up in the cards here. I got into that channel and I couldn't get out. Okay, got into a channel for Scorpio and couldn't get out. So here we go, Sag. This is for you. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is your sneak peek for this week, Sag. I'm your Saggy sister. Thanks for clicking here. I appreciate you. I have your energy, so this could be interesting, hey? If you're interested in a private read, please don't forget, there's a sale till the end of the month. 10% off all of my services. Look in the description, please. All right, here we go. Sagittarius. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. If you're cross-watching, thank you. Sagittarius, we got the King of Pentacles in your energy here. We also have the Wheel. Interesting. So this card, the Angel of the Night, is specific to this deck, which is the, I don't know, Tarot of the Night. That's what it is. Yeah, I had to say it in French in my head. So it says Angel de la Nuit, and that is the Angel of the Night. So when the Angel of the Night shows up, it's telling you that a hard time is over, and that you've been carried, or Spirit's been watching over you, your source has been watching over you, and the Angel of the Night is coming to you as an angel in the night to tell you that it's about to get easier. And why is it about to get easier, Sag? Look at that. Yeah. Things are about to get great here, my friend. In terms of your pentacles or your pentacle world, take it as it resonates. But the King of Pentacles is here. Could be that things are taking a turn for the positive with someone who is Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. For those of you who are logging in because you're thinking about finances, I'm telling you, they're about to go off the chain. There is some sort of, like your business is going to get busier, or you are going to have some sort of something said in your favor. There's more money coming. There's more stability coming. You might end up getting a better price on something. Maybe you are buying something, yeah, and you're going to get a better price on it. The Wheel of Fortune is here. It's energy that is Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, and Leo. That's all the fixed signs. And so it feels as though after a long time of maybe being stuck and not being able to make a decision, that it feels like it's faded now. It's faded. It's divine timing for your finances. It feels like this lasts for a very long time. Like if your business starts to get busier, it's going to stay booming busy now for a little bit here. So if you've been worrying about finances, you can stop worrying. The Angel of the Night is here. We've got the Knight of Wands and the Hermit. We've got the Knight of Wands. It always looks like Jon Snow to me. If you know, you know. We've got the Ten of Swords on the bottom of the deck. So I want to say that if this is a romantic reading for you and you are dealing with someone who is a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn, I'm going to say that this is the end of a dark period with that person. The thing is I feel that the reason it's the end of the dark period is because you decide it's over. It's your decision. The World card and the Ten of Swords. It hurt like hell. Yeah. Hold on to yourself, because this is going to hurt like hell. It's those are lyrics. Who sings that? Sarah McLachlan. It feels like you have decided that you are done. You're done with someone treating you badly, being silent with you, not really cooperating. It feels like you're done with that, and it's going to hurt like hell. But I think that the World card is here for a reason. You must close the chapter and start seeing your own worth. You can't leave it in the hands of someone else, Sagittarius. We have the Hermit card here, and we have the Knight of Wands. I think that things are going to start moving quickly for you. I feel like if you get out, you're going to start meeting people, successful people, entrepreneurs. We have the Knight of Swords here. You're very ambitious. There are some big changes and possibilities coming in here that are very quick. Things are changing very quickly here for you. It feels like it's a departure of sorts, and I don't feel like anybody's with you. That's the thing. I think that you're finally letting this person go. It's the departure of feeling like you need to constantly be healing the self in hermit mode. I also see that Knight of Swords is a bit of rebellion too. It's kind of like, you know what, I'm raising this sword, and thank you so much for the time that you spent with me and the beautiful memories we have, but it's time to go. Got Virgo energy here. Yeah, this might be an impulsive decision. You might this person might approach you and you just might, nope, no thank you. I think this is done. Because you're closed off and closed down here. You're closed off to a partnership. I think that this person's done a number on you. I feel like somebody here hasn't given you a lot of stability, has kind of been in and out of your life. It feels like a If I could even say it this way, it seems like a really stable friends with benefits, which means that you guys keep seeing each other, but really nothing is transpiring in the relationship. All it is things of the flesh. You're very attracted to each other. You have great charismatic, great chemistry together. But I feel like it's when you begin to ask questions of yourself. Yeah, what am I doing here? This person doesn't make you feel very good about yourself because of the instability. I just heard the song Creep in my head. I heard the song, yeah, I'm a creep, I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here? That's what the Knight of Swords is giving me. I feel like you're likely, after a long period of time, and I think it's a year or more, that you've been seeing this person carrying on this way, and I think you're done with it. 8 of Wands. Now you need to make the communication. You need to tell somebody that it's something that you've decided while you were in hermit mode. So this person, I think, comes in and out of your life, but leaves you alone for long periods of time. And in this period of time, you decided to use it constructively. Yeah, to go within the hermit mode and make some big changes here. Communication, 6 of Pentacles. You're either giving me reciprocity or you are not. Because I don't need to wait for you. Look at that. You're beautiful, you're handsome. I don't need to wait for you. Tell me about the 6 of Pentacles. King of Cups. I feel like your heart's on your sleeve and that you've showed this person, you've given more than they've given you, and now you've gone completely quiet. And I think it's because you know that it's over. 3 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles, and the World card. You know that it's over. You know that this partnership has fallen into silence. 4 of Pentacles, we're not talking, shutting down. I think that you've been kind of holding on hope that this person would come back around. But I think that you don't have to wait for them. You can make the decision yourself. You don't need them to come back and tell you that they hurt you. You know that already. I feel like you're the one who's just going to change your number, block them everywhere. I feel like you're over it. It's time for you to take back some self-care. It's time to love the self more. It's time to focus on you. And I think everything that's coming for you is beautiful because the Wheel of Fortune's here. Look, the Sun's here with the Wheel of Fortune. And I think that you held off doing anything. You sat here in the Hanged Man energy, 5 of Pentacles, feeling really in lack because this person's coming in and out and sometimes doesn't even return your text unless they want something from you, which I think is a friends with benefits situation likely. All right. All right. Capricorn, this is you, my friends. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Capricorn, please. Tell me about Capricorn this week, the sneak peek for this week for Capricorn, please. Tell me what's coming up this week. Capricorn, don't forget that my sale for readings is on till the 31st. 10% off all my private readings. Look in the description for a code. All right, here we go. Capricorn, tell me what's going on with Capricorn this week, please. Why are we starting with the moon energy, Pisces and Cancer energy? Something's leading up to the full moon for you, Capricorn. Tell me what's going on here. Something's going to be revealed to you over this full moon. You're going to learn some stuff that you maybe didn't see before or that you didn't see before but weren't saying anything about. Yeah, you've been spending time off the grid here. Spending time really looking at shadow work, I feel. Feeling like with the moon energy here that maybe you didn't see things for what they really were. I feel like the big changes that are here for you is because I feel like you're gaining wisdom or you have gained wisdom from a situation that looked differently to you than it did to everybody else. The Wheel of Fortune is here, and it is about abundance. It's about your abundance. It's also about fated changes and divine timing. So it feels like you're on the right track, even if it feels terrible. But what I want to say to you, that when the Wheel of Fortune is here, that there's lots of changes going on. And I think that these changes all have to go on, because whatever it is that you're not seeing here, I feel like you're about to have some sort of a realization. You're about to find something out. Look at all the energy around this person, right? I feel like you're about to figure something out that was in the moon energy. We've got Virgo, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, and Leo energy here. You are going to have the victory. So there is something coming out, center stage, my friend. And it's something that you don't know about. And I don't know if it's great. I'm just saying, it's going to feel like a victory on your side, that you're like, I knew it, Elsie. I knew it. But you weren't willing to take off the rosy colored sunglasses while it was happening. But I think you already knew it. It was in your gut. It's Pisces and Cancer energy. That's intuitive and psychic energy. We have the Four of Wands. Gosh. I just cannot get away from this this energy for you, Capricorn. It's hard to get away from this energy. Like there's heartbreak in a family situation, someone you lived with, someone you're engaged to, someone that you're playing house with. It feels like in the home, there was heartbreak or disappointment. But it almost feels like you're going to feel justified. Coming up this week, you're going to hear something or see something or come about some information that is going to unveil what was hiding in the moon energy. So I want to say that although this is a hard place to be, disappointment and whatever went down in the family home or in your home, maybe someone you lived with, maybe you were in a relationship or possibly you were thinking of taking it to the next level, marriage likely. It feels as though something is going to be unearthed here. That's what it feels like. As it pertains to the relationship you were in, and you're going to say, I knew it. It's going to come center stage. The spotlight's going to be on it. And you're going to realize that you knew it. You could be dealing with Pisces or Cancer, could be dealing with the Virgo, could be dealing with Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, or Scorpio. Tell me what the disappointment is or the heartbreak. Tell me what that is. Your person found another person. Queen of Wands, I do see as someone who is the other woman or the other person. Your person had somebody left you, I feel. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to say it like I'm ordering lunch. It's not really how I feel. What I feel is it's really tragic and terrible, but I do feel that somebody left you or left this relationship because of someone else. Someone else who has their desires. Someone else they're very attracted to. It feels like it's very like surface, but I feel like somebody may have left this relationship because they could have been cheating on you. I see this person as someone who was in the DMs or someone that you didn't know about. We have the Hierophant. So in the future, I feel for you, there might be a Taurus. There could be. I just dropped a whole chunk of cards. Hang on. I thought it was a chunk. So in the future, I feel for you, there is commitment. There is commitment here, and I feel it could be with a Taurus. You may have had a commitment with a Virgo. That might have been the person that you were living with. The Four of Wands is the home. And it might have been party, party, party. It might be someone that you were having lots of good times with. There is the Ace of Pentacles and the Three of Cups on the bottom of the deck. I feel as though that you're going to start investing in happiness, investing in people. Like there's a new beginning here, a new beginning, an ability, a chance for you to invest in the Three of Cups. So there's going to be, I believe, some people wanting you to go out and have fun. Maybe because you're newly single, it could very well be. The Sun is in the reverse, which tells me that there's really no growth here. I feel like you have spread your seeds of intention. So I think that you know what you want to do. It's now just time for you to put in the hard work. The sun in the reverse is always the sun. You know, it's a warm place to be. It's happy, but there's just no growth here. There's not much clarity. It feels like somebody is, like you're unclear on what you need to do going forward because of this breakup. And I think what you need to do is work on yourself, get in touch with the higher self. It feels like there needs to be a lot of learning and lessons, all those stairs, right? There needs to be some higher learning here. And I feel it's come at a time where you feel like you're in a rut. I want to say, though, in the future, there is a lot of fun coming. I feel like you're going to get a lot of reciprocity after somebody walked away. Do you know, I think the Eight of Cups is not necessarily the disconnection, but it's also, I realized that I was settling. I think that you were settling for this. And now it's time to get out there. Six of Pentacles, give some reciprocity, get some. Seven of Pentacles, yeah, it's right here. It's time to grow. It's time to spread your seeds of intention and do something, move forward. And, you know, I don't think that we have to be in a place where we're learning constantly, but I feel like with the sun in the reverse, your person could have been a Leo as well, or a Taurus. The person who scooted. I feel like you are thinking about what you want to do next. And I think that you know that it's time to take time for yourself. You do need some growth here. It is time to take time for you. The seeds of intention are here. The Seven of Pentacles. It's like you're waiting for something. You might be waiting for this person to come back. Now they're going to hurt you again. They're going to hurt you again. They haven't changed. Yeah, you're going to drop the whole thing. This person may come back for another round. They might try and get back into your life, but I think you're done. I think you're dropping these burdens. I think that you weren't growing with this person. This relationship wasn't growing. I think what you wanted out of it was commitment, but I don't think that's what this person wanted. I think that they're probably cheating on you with somebody. I'm sorry to say it that way. That's what it feels like, my friend. All right, Aquarius, this is you, my friends. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Let's talk about Aquarius this week. Sneak peek for this week. For Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Aquarius, please. Tell me about Aquarius. If you're interested in a private read, Aquarius, please look in the description. There is a sale. 10% off my readings. There's a link and a code in the description. All right. Till the end of the month, 31st. Tell me about Aquarius, please. All right. We've got the King of Wands. We've got the Three of Wands. Do you have a friend who is a fire sign? Because I feel like that friend's about to reach out to you. The King of Wands is Leo, but is also Aries and Sagittarius in this reading. The ships that are coming in is this King of Wands. Somebody who's fiery, someone who knows what they want. I feel like somebody's going to be reaching out to you. The King of Wands is facing the Three of Pentacles. This might be someone that you have never dated before, but someone that is a friend that you are attracted to. We've got the Eight of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles. A couple of eights. It's good. Have you been seeing eights? And then we have a Nine of Wands. Sun in the distance. All right. I think you're at a time of exploring right now is what I want to say. Exploring what you want, but also working really hard on yourself with the idea that you would like to change. The Eight of Pentacles is about working on the self. It's about self-mastery. I'm going to say that it feels like what it's saying here is you're in a self-mastery phase And so when the King of Wands comes knocking, you're supposed to treat it as a friendship, because I think that you're in a self-discovery phase right now. And I think you're also in a time where it feels like there's a lot of growth going on. And I feel like you're kind of looking over your worth, is what I want to say, because the three of Wands is also here with the Eight of Cups, which tells me the ships that are coming in is the Eight of Cups. Now, it feels like you decided a while ago, maybe in the very near past, maybe not a while, maybe a couple of weeks ago, you decided that there was more out there for you because you were settling for something. And it's like, I just didn't want to be alone. That's why I was settling for this. But it almost feels like you understand, or you understood that it's not where you needed to be. It feels like what I need to do is go wander off and find the Two of Cups because I'm worth the 10. It feels like you're learning something about the value of self. The thing is that how dedicated are you to yourself? Because the King of Wands is showing up looking like a hot snack, right? Feminine or masculine. I feel like somebody is showing up in your life here. The ships are coming in with the King of Wands. And it feels like this person is someone who catches your eye, who either, if you're not friends with them, quickly gets you into a friendship, or someone that you already know. And I think it's someone that you already know for most of you, because that's what the Three of Pentacles is for me. It's like you know them through a friend of a friend, or you've been to a backyard barbecue or a social event where they were. It's like they are the one other that always gets invited to your friend's place whenever you're invited there. And the Nine of Wands. I think you're finding out that you're very brave. Yeah, and I like that, because the Eight of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups indicates growth for me. It's like you are finding your worth, looking inward, and self-mastery, being very careful with how you judge yourself. And I think it's caused you to leave something where you were settling. You were settling for it, whether it's a job, a house where you live, or a relationship. You were just settling for that because of the alternative, which is I'm going to have to put in a lot of work on me in order to get what I want, but I'm scared. I think this is not only being afraid, but also being very brave, because whether you're scared or not, just do it. I think it works out really well because the sun is in the distance. We have Leo energy here, the Two of Swords and the Knight of Wands. The Ten of Swords. Nope, you're not playing. It's a realization is what it is. Yeah. So a realization, I don't want it. Yeah, feels like I don't want it. The realization is I have to bring to an end anything that looks like the Knight of Wands. I can't just keep chasing the thing that is beautiful, chasing the sexy thing, chasing the thing that makes me feel desirable or makes me feel desired. It feels like some sort of quick thinking or quick realization brings you to a place where I'm not going to allow that to happen anymore. The Ten of Swords is here. I've been hurt like that before. I'm not going to be hurt like this again. And it feels like with the Two of Swords and the Sun, it's like you're really seeing the situation for what it is, and that you're about to make a decision about it. The Tower is here. It feels like there's an upheaval and a change as it pertains to Ten of Swords. Like it's a moment's notice. Your illusion falls. This person, it feels like if it was a person or a job, it was never good for you. You should have ended it long ago. It was very temporary. And now you see that. And now you have to make the actual cut. Now you have to make the decision to make the cut. And I think that that's this week. Tell me about this King of Wands and the Three of Pentacles, please. What else do we need to know about the King of Wands and the Three of Pentacles? The Knight of Swords. This person's coming in to seize the moment. Yep. This person is going to be honest but forceful. They're going to be very direct. There's somebody who's coming in here to seize the moment. Big changes here. It feels like somebody's trying to make some big moves here. They're going to invite you somewhere. You might get a call, might get a text. This person's stepping out and being very ambitious, I want to say. It's the word that Charlie used, ambitious. King of Swords, because they are confident. Yep. So the King of Swords is the one who's making the decision that's best for everyone involved. I always see this person as a psychologist, psychiatrist, judge, magistrate, somebody who is a brainiac, somebody who makes big decisions. And I think this person has made a big decision about you. They're going to be courageous and brave, and they're going to ask you out. Or you are getting some sort of an invitation. It doesn't even have to be from directly from this person. You could be getting an invitation from someone that you know that says, come on, I want you to meet somebody. This is probably the friend of a friend. Here we go. You have to make a decision, I think, after you meet this person. And I feel like they're going to be really good with their words. They're very happy, smart, like they're very intelligent, but they're very kind and loving. They're also someone who likes a good party, someone who has maybe got celebration on the mind. I think this is the person that you have to make a decision about. This person is going to feel like a soulmate to you, or maybe they already do. Maybe you've met them before, right? Like I think it's a repeat. But I don't think you've dated them before. I want to say that this person probably is a soulmate if you feel like that, and that you're going to have to make a decision about what you want to do next. The Eight of Wands is here. You're going to want to make decisions about, should I move forward? Should I tell this person that I have feelings for them? I don't think that you will. I think that you're up in your head for it, and you're going to continue to give them reciprocity, though. And it's good because it's in Pentacles, right? You don't want to be chasing the shiny thing anymore. I feel like you're taking it slow, and the Six of Pentacles tells me you're taking it slow. You're up in your head. The moon energy is here. You don't really know what to expect, but I feel like you are going to make a decision about this person, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, possibly, or Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. I feel like you're going to meet them at a party, at a gathering. Someone's going to extend an invitation, and this person is going to seize the moment with you. This person could end up being your next long-term relationship soulmate. You are the Magician, after all. You have all of the tools that you need in your hand, my friend, in order to make some really good decisions, because the sun showed up in the distance, right? All right. Do this. This is you, Pisces. Pisces, thank you for clicking here. I appreciate you. And if you're cross-watching a Pisces, thank you just the same. I'm two fishes in my moon sign. And I have your energy right here. If you're interested in a private read, don't forget that there is that sale on until the end of the month. Till October 31st at midnight, 10% off of all of my services. There's a code in the description. Here we go. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Pisces. Tell me about Pisces for this week. This is your sneak peek for this week, Pisces. What's going on? Pisces. Ships are coming in, my friend. It's about to be an arrival in your world. Tell me more. What have you been waiting for? I feel like this comes over the full moon. Looks like there's a full moon in the upper right corner there. And it worries you. Interesting. What's coming in on that ship, my friend, is worry, because I feel like somebody's coming back round here. Somebody wants to resurrect something with you. I think it worries you. I think you already know it's coming. The Three of Wands tells me it's in your gut. I've got Piscean energy here, right? Also Virgo, but going over the details, and it feels like your gut is telling you it's time. It's time that this is so very close, Pisces. I think it's really close. I think I'm going to see by the time I do your next reading, I think you're going to know what's coming in, what's on those ships. It worries you. You've been thinking about it, maybe even dreaming about it. What? Pisces, look. Because you know this person is your soulmate. Then why are you worried? Look, everything looks beautiful. What's with the worry? We have the Four of Wands here. You think that someone's going to ask you for a relationship here, and it's going to be what you've always wanted. You're going to get some karmic justice here. We've got the King of Swords in the distance. So somebody who might be an Aquarius, but also Libra and Gemini in this reading. We have Gemini here. We have Libra here. And we have Pisces and Cancer. Nope, sorry, Virgo and Cancer. Virgo and Pisces, sorry. Virgo and Pisces is what I meant to say. All right. So I think that you have been worrying about this person showing up because they are a soulmate. You know that if they ask you for the Four of Wands, you probably won't turn them away. The thing is this, is I feel like somebody here is about to make a decision that they think is best for everyone. Someone who maybe you haven't been speaking with, but someone who you've been thinking about. So I feel like you offered this person your love or your emotion. You told them how you felt. And I feel like this person was either in a relationship with the Two Cups sitting here, or that they weren't interested in a relationship. Take it as it resonates. They could be Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. This person now wants victory with you. If they were in another thing, they are walking away from it. But this person could be emotionally disconnected from you. They think that they're in the midst of battle. So the battle is, I've walked away, how do I get back? I think that the Five of Wands is impacting your ability to move on. So I think there's unfinished business here with you and someone else that you think is the Ten of Cups. Look, the thing is it looks great on paper, right? I've got the Four of Wands, halfway to marriage. Let's move in. Let's bring all the kids into one area. Let's acknowledge that we are lovers. This is a karmic justice. I'm going to get justice in this Four of Wands energy. The question mark is right here. And why are you worried about the ships coming in? What's going on here? Why are you worried? You're worried about this connection with this lover. Why is that? Or it's in your dreams, or you can't get it out of your dreams. The Devil is in the reverse. Tell me more. The Strength card is here. The Empress. You could be dealing with Capricorn, Taurus, Libra, or Leo. I want to say that the Devil is about release. It almost feels like you're going to release this person. And I think it may be because you recognize your worth. It feels like the Three of Wands tells me that you're worried about the soulmate. Now look, the thing is this, is I'd rather be connected to a healed karmic for the rest of my life than a broken soulmate. And I want to say with the Devil in reverse, it feels like it's a release. That you're finding the courage as the Empress to see your own worth. And that you might be releasing this soulmate. Or you are making a decision between two people, someone and someone else. And it doesn't have to be two people. Maybe you're making the decision between them and you. You're like, I know my worth. I have the courage to say so. I think I have to release this person. That's what it feels like. That you know your worth. Tell me about this Judgment card. What's going on here? You know your worth, and therefore I feel like you're releasing the lover. Why would you release the lover? Because you're the Emperor. I feel like you're going to have to do it. It feels like somebody keeps coming back round. 7 of Wands, standing the ground. Somebody keeps coming back round to you. They keep choosing you. It is the lover. But I don't feel like they stay. We've got the Judgment card is with Temperance. You want to make the right decision. And you don't want to have regret. Should you resurrect this thing? This opportunity is coming to you. It's an opportunity to heal things. I do feel there is someone who's coming back round. It could be an Emperor. We do have the Emperor and the Empress here. I feel like the lover could be an Emperor, or you're the Empress making the decision, taking charge of the situation. You know what? The Emperor and the Empress and the lover tells me that you guys are you're on the same vibration. But I want to say that there's a reason that you feel like you have to release this person. And I wonder if it's because of some sort of toxicity, like an addiction, or it feels like you need to release that. The 7 of Cups, Queen of Coins, and the Death card. This person overwhelms your stability. This person might even be someone who, yeah, it feels like it impacts your stability. Like this person doesn't bring you anything stable. That the reason I feel that you think that you need to end this soulmate connection is because of a transformation. This person doesn't give you any stability. That's what it is. So I feel like there is an Empress and an Emperor here, but I feel like the Emperor is still engaging in Knight of Wands behavior. And I feel like you're undecided about the Emperor because of the Knight of Wands behavior. It feels like that might be the reason why you want to end it or release the situation. Because when this person comes in and out of your life and doesn't give you any stability, they rock your pentacle world. So they might want to come and see you all the time. And maybe you're the person who's like working 9 to 5 and, you've got a lot of things going on. You're the one who's taking care of it all. You're showing up as probably the Empress or the Emperor. Take one. And, or maybe both. Maybe you're an Empress who's carrying it all. Or maybe you're an Emperor who is the person who is all of it, giving all the love and attention and like raising children and being the mother and the father. I want to say that if I had to say, it's the Emperor that doesn't give the stability, and I feel like you're about to make a decision. You don't want to see things for what they are because you're very attracted to this person, and I feel like you are going to have to eventually end it because this person is going to overwhelm your pentacle world, which means that they're going to want a lot of attention. And I feel like this person requires a lot of attention. They also require you to be flexible because they are not. They're just going to come and go as they please. Tell me what the Justice and the Four of Wands is. Feels like the midst of battle. Battle for the Ten of Pentacles. You want justice with this person because I think that although I don't see any cups, I think there's a great attraction. Attraction of energy, attraction of passion, desire, and you don't know if that's enough. I feel like you're fighting this. What your justice is like, I'm not going to fight it anymore. You need to give me the whole jar. You need to give me all of the pentacles or I'm not going to do this because I'm the King of Cups. So it feels like you are offering more to this person in terms of love and affection than they are offering to you. And although I think that you have a great affection or love or romantic feelings for this person, I don't think you're going to show them because the King of Cups is here. So for some of you, I think you are going to release this person. For others of you, I feel like you might keep them in your life because you don't want to let them go because they are the Emperor. But they're not giving any stability. It's totally up to you, my friend. There you are. Queen of Wands, very attractive. You guys have such a crazy attraction and chemistry sexually going on here that it's hard to let this go, even though I know that you know it's not good for you. Why? Because we saw the Devil in reverse. This person you might be addicted to this person, and you might be trying to release the addiction to them because they fit the bill. The Emperor fits the bill, but is also a conqueror, the person who gets what they want when they want to get it, and they're not giving any stability, but you choose not to see it, or you have chosen not to see it in the past. I think this person's really attracted to you. I feel like you don't want any regrets, and so you might even give this person another shot because the King of Pentacles is here. You offer them stability. You don't want to. If they come back around, they ask you, I think that you're going to say yes because you want to heal this thing and you don't want to have any regrets. That's what you want. You want to be with your soulmate. I get it. I get it. Just for some of you, I think it's short term. I think it's short term and then you release it because this person is never going to give you any more than this and you choose not to see it. All right, I'm going to go. Thank you so much for being here. I love you guys. I'm so grateful that you do watch. I will attach at the end of this video here the Pisces Cancer video if you haven't seen it yet. I'm going to go for now. I'll be back because I'm always back and I love y'all. I'm out. Bye-bye.